Hey guys, this episode we're going to be talking about routing constraints specifically for subdomains and custom domains on your Rails application. So if you're going to build a multi-tenant app like Shopify or Podia, where customers of your app will come in, they'll set up their own website and then have a subdomain they can go view it on, or also set up their own custom domain. Your Rails app can actually look at the request that comes in, see the subdomain and the domain, and decide how to route that in the Rails routes using constraints. So we can't use localhost before we get into this. We have to switch to a domain. You can either do this locally by editing your etc host file, or you can use the lvhme domain, which actually points to 127.0.0.1. So this is a really handy tool. You don't have to configure anything. You can just use this and access subdomains locally. Now, Rails will protect against this because it basically has this new host authorization. If you haven't played with it, basically you can configure your host to say, hey, these are the hosts that we will respond to. And by default, it's going to be localhost and so on. But we want to be able to add our own domains in here. And we can also turn this feature off because our application, if it's going to support custom domains, isn't going to know those domains ahead of time. They'll be added dynamically. And so we want to turn this feature off if we're going to do that. So let's go into our application.rb file and we'll add config.hosts equals nil in order to turn that off. And then we can restart our Rails server and you'll see this blocked host error goes away. So if we refresh this now, everything is good. That allows us now to start playing with our domains and our subdomains. So we can have test.lvh.me, and our Rails app is going to respond to any request that comes to it. So that is good and gets us in a good place to start fiddling with constraints.